Yeah, it's weird how you have to like. It's a weird balance, right? Because you feel weird either way. I always admire the person that can do it, and we've all done it, and we've all been the person that's like, damn it, I should have done something, I should have done more, like
Yeah.
I should have spoke up. But it really just takes one person in a group. If it's a group setting, it just takes one, and the other people usually follow, and that's a good thing. We always clown on those people like they're followers, or like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like one brave person, like you're the bitch. But that's not true. Sometimes it takes one really brave person to remind you that you're also brave, to remind everyone else, and then you guys all come together as human species and agree and protect someone. If you saw a lady getting beat up, or not even beat up, if you saw a lady and someone was being rude and you stopped, or someone was like maybe it looks aggressive. Maybe it's a girl in a parking lot of a Walmart, and he's like, what the fuck, bitch? You know what I mean? And he hasn't done anything yet, but you're like, damn, you shouldn't be talking to her like that. So you just watch and you wait. But should you be waiting? What are we waiting for? For him to punch her?
Yeah.
And even if that happened, do you mind your business because he's scary or bigger than you? And you're not the only one watching. Sometimes there's other people watching, right?
Yeah.
So in this situation, you're in a Walmart parking lot that's happening. Maybe 3 other people are watching, right? And you're watching, and you know you should do something, but something's telling you, wait, just wait. Maybe I don't understand everything here. This happens so fast. Maybe this is their dynamic. Maybe I don't know what I should do here. But then one guy goes, hey, man, you can't do that. What are you doing? And starts walking. And you, as the second person, goes, I'm going to help that guy out. Hey, yeah, what are you doing? And then the third guy comes. And that's a really great situation for that woman, right?
Yeah.
And they all come together. My point is that, like, the world needs that first brave guy or girl, whoever it is, person. They need the first brave person to step up and do stuff. But if you're around that brave person, support them. That doesn't make you any lower. You know what I mean? It does not, because we all have our opportunities, and we'll have several of them in our lives. And I think that it's okay and human to wait and then eventually do something. You don't have to be the initiator, and we're not all genetically predisposed to be that person.
Yeah.
But if someone is and you can back them up, do it. And you guys are all wonderful for doing that.
Yeah, I think so. I think I always think it's like fascinating what, how much intuition people have, even if they don't call it intuition, or
like we
believe.
kind of know, huh?
Yeah, like even though it's like being intuitive, people are like, oh, well, like psychic or intuition. Like I feel like people like relate those two things together, but I think that like we all have intuition, and we all know when something like feels right and when something doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't know, I think it's interesting how many people don't really like, how do I say it? Like cultivate that side of them.
Yeah. But I don't know what would.
I feel like with you, like you're not a very like spiritual person per se, or like religious or anything like that. But you're one of the people that I know in my life that is just intuitive. Like, I can't explain it. Like, I just feel like you just know things, but I don't know if it's because, like, you assess situations but it's sometimes just a feeling with you. Like, you just kind of know, like, hey, it's not right to make this move right now. Like, you know, like if we're making a decision, like, as a couple, like, I feel like you're usually, like, pretty, like, I feel like I can trust your, like intuition about what you think is right for us to do, what move is right, basically.
I think that I don't always know. Like, I think everyone knows, I guess is my point. We all have that feeling, right?
Yeah.
And I'll give you an example so people that are listening can understand this, right? Men will specifically understand this, right? There's something that you want to buy and you don't need it. And I've talked about this with you recently about something specific, but we'll use something random like a video game, which right now any video game is at least $50, right? If it's new, it's $50. $59.99, $60 with tax is $65. It's kind of a big purchase.
Yeah.
Depending on how much money you make, it's a big purchase. But it's a game. It's a game that I really want. I think we all know we shouldn't buy that game. Maybe you should, right? And there's instances where you should. But I'm specifically talking to someone that can relate to a situation where it's like, I don't have a lot of money left, but I definitely have enough to buy this game. Yeah. It's going to be tight. I shouldn't get it. I think we all have that feeling that we shouldn't, but we just do it anyways because we go, well, I'll figure it out. And at least while I'm figuring it out, I get to play this fucking game that I love and I think is going to be awesome, right? So I think with me, I don't think that's different. I don't think I'm special in that way. I think we all feel that. But with me, I take the extra minute, which I think if we all did, we'd get there. Because I also feel that. I also go like, this, I love it, and this is awesome, and it feels good, and like, and you purposely block out all the things that you know are bad about it.
Yeah.
And you just focus on the good things. I could play it. I could play it when I'm alone. I could play it with my friends. It could be my stress reliever. I could be excited. I can create a character in the game. I could do this. All these things.
Yeah.
But you don't think about the money it takes away from you. It's there. It's in your head. But you don't. And you convince yourself, I'm doing it. And it's the right thing to do. And with me, and I fall into that too, and I'm not perfect. But a lot of times I do analyze both sides, and I'll go like, well, do I need to? Do I really need to? Can I? And I prioritize it. And sometimes I still do it, but if the good stuff, I do ask the extra questions for that extra minute. And if all that stuff still outweighs the bad part, then I will do it. But usually if you take that extra time and consideration, you can kind of figure out that this isn't really necessary.
Yeah.
And you can kind of like understand what it's like to dream and what it's like to really, really want something, and understand that like you could still really, really want something. It just doesn't have to happen right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because there's this golden window that opened and there's this bright light and it's there, you just got to grab it. Yeah, there's some bad stuff, but we'll worry about that later. Just reach out. Just reach out. It's right there. Just grab it. It's yours. So easy just to do it.
Yeah.
But then you hold it and you realize that door closes and all the bad stuff got in with it. When you turn it over, there's all the stuff. There's the money. There's the stress. There's the taking away. If you buy a game, that's money you're not. If you have kids, that's money you're not spending on your kids. If you have a girlfriend, it's money you're not spending on your girlfriend. If you have family that's sick, it's money you're not spending on helping your sick family member. There's tons of things that come on later on that you kind of knew was there, but you chose just to see the good parts.
Yeah.
And now you put the game in, and the game's not as fun as you thought it was. It's fun, but I'm bored of it in a week. And now I realize I shouldn't have done it. And so when you yell at me for buying it, I can kind of agree with you, and I feel shameful, which leads to depression. And so, you know what I mean? There's like a weird chain of events there.
Yeah.
But I think with me, and I appreciate you giving me credit for that, I don't think I'm special at all in that way. I think that I just take the extra minute. And it heightens my chances of getting it. I could still get it wrong taking that extra minute.
Yeah.
But take the time to think about it. And I think when you appreciate your core values, your Maslow's hierarchy, like your basic needs, when you really, really, really appreciate those things, the other stuff are just luxuries. When you understand that you could be homeless. And people that work in industries like me and you, we see that all the time. And you go, when you're not, then you kind of like take it for granted, right? As someone who used to be homeless, I've had moments where I take that for granted. Yeah. But when I work with people, it's a constant reminder, and I go, why am I trying to figure out if I want the name brand shirt or the Walmart shirt when there's some people out there that don't have shirts, right? And you should want more. I'm not saying to not care about stuff, but it really makes you humble when you go, I have my basic needs met. I could really prioritize a home over my head, healthy relationships, which is probably the second step of the hierarchy, right? The first one is, do I have running water? Do I have a warm place to sleep? Do I have like things to survive? Do I have medical coverage? Do I have healthy food? Those are like, do I have food at all? Like, do I have water? Like, do I have these things? When you really dive into those things, I think that you really find a place where the extra stuff truly is that extra, and you appreciate them. And you don't have to get every game, and you don't have to buy every new handbag, and whatever people are listening, whatever your thing is, do it half as much, and you might enjoy it twice as much. You know what I mean? You find a newfound respect for it, and I think that you really make better decisions more often when you can take that step.
Yeah.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that clip, click on this link right over here to subscribe to this clip's channel. Or if you want to view the entire conversation, go ahead and click on this link over here to view the entire podcast. Bet you on the next one, guys.